Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, meet Lammy Jane. I film about lifestyle, faith, personal development, and all that good stuff. And you will love it here. Just join the gang by subscribing. And before you go further, please do well to smash the like button because you can and it's free, right? So I've been seeing this trend for a while, mostly on TikTok, and I thought to jump on it. I feel like it has even stopped trending, but then it's never late. So it's a list of things you are too young to do, and I thought to share my own list with you. Also, you can share yours with me in the comment section. People are always there reading. I do say that a lot. First on my list will be that I am too young to do life without Jesus. Let me take a moment. Let me take a moment. Imagine what adulting is like right now. You're doing it with Jesus, you're doing it with the Holy Spirit, you're doing it with help, you're doing it with the community. Just imagine, Jesus is now not in the frame of work. I can't even imagine. I can't imagine, because as an adult, you make decisions, you meet people. Thank God for discernment. If not for all those things, Counselor would have best. You even on top of this one, you still fall into trouble here and there. Now imagine that space you don't have Jesus. It will be horrible, bizarre. Anyways, so honestly, when I sat down to write this list, that was the first thing that came to my mind. I am too young to do life without Jesus. No matter how young, no matter how old, you have to do life with Jesus. It's just, and I'm sure you've been saying this tweet of how are you doing and how are you adulting without Jesus? But honestly, that has to top my list. Secondly, would be that I am too young to not ask for help when I need it. And I'll be honest with you guys that this one used to be a personal struggle for me. I'm still growing. I'm growing, right? I didn't, even with my parents, I remember in uni, I'll need things and I'll just be like, I don't want to call. And my parents will be like, it's not okay. But trust me now, I'm doing better. Now I ask. And it doesn't even have to be about money, it could just be, can you pray with me? Can you explain this to me? Can you put me through this? Can you connect me to this? It doesn't have to be monetary. It doesn't have to be anything big, right? When you need help, please ask. Personally, it is something I am too young to do. And even no matter how old you get, when you need help, just ask. Don't be so, I don't even know if it's ego. Or maybe it's just an over bloated sense of self sufficiency, right? It's only God that is self-sufficient, and yeah, that's just it. Let me not over explain it, but personally I look forward to being more comfortable with asking for help and being that friend that's comfortable with asking for help. On to the next one. The next one would be that I am too young to think everything is about money. So I get it. This 21st century, God bless you, you live on this side of eternity. I mean, the Department of Nigeria. You understand, fame. Economy is not economy at the moment. Everything is, you get it. So I get it that you are tempted to view everything with the Naira sign. It's tempting, right? Someone tells you about something. Is it about money? What do I gain? What do I stand to gain? It's good, and please look out for yourself. Don't sell yourself short and all of that good stuff. But I'm too young to connect everything to money. I'm too young to think everything is about money. I'm too young to base all my relationships and everything I do to money. For instance, YouTube. When I started YouTube, yes, I knew they could make money, but I wasn't really gunning for that. I just wanted it to be an expression of myself. And as I've told one or two persons, that for me, YouTube is a thing of, I know I'm going to need this in my future. And so I started. And everybody I've told that, they're just like, can you explain that? I don't get it. I don't know it too. I can't explain it too. I just knew at the time that I am going to need this in my future. So it is good that I start working on it now. Can I still explain? I'm not sure. But here I am, yes, I've made a few coins, and emphasis on coins on YouTube, but then again, it's not worth keeping the light on. Do you get? And hopefully, it gets to that point where it's sustainable and all of that. But I mean, I've done it for 3 years now, and what, right? So going to say that everything is not about money. You don't have to connect every friendship, every event, every work, every expression of yourself to money. I know we're in the age of monetize your talent, monetize your skill, monetize this money. That's good for us. It's good for all of us. Please monetize what you can, but don't let money be the sole driving force for all the things you do. Emphasis on soul and emphasis on all, right? Not everything you're doing is about money. It is stressful. Honestly, it is stressful, it is draining, and it's giving mammon. It's giving mammon, please. It's giving mammon, right? So yes, that is my own third point. And I'm not saying that don't think don't be entrepreneurial or enterprising, or I'm sure you get the balance. The balance is, don't worship money. Please don't worship money. There's so much to life. There's too much to life than to base everything off the naira sign. Okay? Yeah. Now, the next one for me is that I am too young to stop growing. And this seems like a no-brainer, but it is possible that you just enter that trap and you forget to intentionally grow. Now, I might want to stay on this for a while. It is because, you know how you leave uni, this kukuruku that is doing kukuruku, it's afternoon. It is afternoon. It's past, I don't know what is past, but I know it's afternoon. Can you hear it? Sorry, I was so distracted. Anyways, so it is that, how you leave uni, and there's no exam to write, there are no tests to score, there are no assignments to turn in, and all of that stuff. And so it's almost like, what's the point, right? But as an individual, I know that it is to my own advantage that I intentionally grow. And this is holistic. I'm all about holistic growth, and which is majorly what 20s Hangout is about. By the way, let me give a shout out. This is not a sponsored video, but 20s Hangout will be having her second physical hangout in Ibadan. So peradventure you're in my city, let's hang out on the 26th of August 2023. Okay, add over, back to the video. So I'm all about holistic growth and growing in every possible way you can, which includes reading books. By holistic growth I mean spiritual, growing in your finances, growing in your mental aids, in your psyche, in your intellects. All are very important. Anyways, and of every possible way you can. And should I say this one, going in your body too, your health. I mean, yeah, we still feel like, we're young, we're good, we can be wild. Have your knees started paining you? Have you started having back pain? Please, so let's be careful. Anyways, I'm just saying that intentionally growing in every aspect of my life is something I can never outgrow. I can never outgrow growth, right? And I'm not even trying to sound perspire to aspire. I'm just saying growth is so important that you should not miss it, and it should not become something that happens. It should not become something that just happens by itself. You should be intentional about it. Per quarter, per year, per month, you should know, what area of my life do I want to grow in? My business, if you're still in school, if you want to get a master's degree, a third degree, a PhD, all that good stuff, good for you. Very, very good for you. Anyways, very, very good for you. So I'm too young to stop growing. And yes, this is a teachable moment where I would say that I know that growth can be daunting if you don't put the system needed and required to it, right? Welcome to class anyways. So especially when you're trying to grow like the other person. So let me give a very clear, let me paint a clear picture. You have a friend who grows by reading books, listening to podcasts, but you just don't like it, right? Maybe your attention span. I'm not excusing your inability to read books. You should all read books. I mean, you read the Bible, it's a book, right? Right? Anyways, I'm just saying. Yeah, so you can listen to audiobooks, you can watch videos, you can you know, look for the summary of those books. It should not be an excuse to never do those things, right? Anyways, I have talked enough on this growth matter. Let's move to the last point. So my last point here is a little touchy one, and it's that I am too young to let my past mistakes define me. This one. So even when you come out and say, oh, it happened in the past, if you're not careful, and you know how you have confessed your sin or done something in the past and it's all in the past, every now and then you do that flashback, and you just come back and you're like, is it me that do this thing? And sometimes if you're not careful, is it ego again will get in the way, and you're like, how could I have, you're a human being, you did it, can you move on? So I have personally learned to give myself pep talks in those moments, and tell myself that that's not the you now. Okay, you did that, can we move on? Because if you continue to see yourself through the lens of those things, of those actions, of those moments or seasons of your life, you'll be so fixated on those things that you will lose what's in your front. It's like driving and only looking at the side mirrors, or driving and only looking at what helps you see the rear. Does it make sense? First of all, you are going to last dent. If you don't last dent, you are going to enter. If you don't kill somebody, hopefully not, that bus is just going to be plenty. So it just doesn't make sense to. And I said in the beginning that it can be hard, right? Especially when you are someone who, especially when you hold yourself in such a high standard, it is hard. I'm telling you, personal experience, I'm telling you. But then you should know that if Jesus Christ, if God can see you through a perfect lens, who are you? Telling you, who are you? Anyways, I'm beginning to turn this to a joke. But really, I just wanted to share my 5 things. Let me know, do you want to see the flip side of this, where I talk about 5 things I am too old to do or to be doing at my age? Anyways, that brings us to the end of this video. Tell me, did you enjoy this? And of course, share your own list of things you are too young to be doing at your age. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not, and I'll see you hopefully on my next one. Bye. I'ma take you for a ride, let me take it off your mind, 'cause